Kaboom! Should indeed be live. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. We've done it. We showed up. I have no way of communicating this to anybody in particular. So, I did a little bit of experimenting in the meantime, and what I found out is that I would have to fiddle with it a lot more to actually get it working smoothly. So, here's what I actually have managed to accomplish. So, if I stand still, you can see the FPS climb to like 90, but then it chugs really badly when I rotate and when I change things, and that is presumably because disable that. That is presumably because the encoder, which is encoding the video for being sent over the internet, that's my guess anyway, is that it takes a lot less resources when standing still and there's not much change to encode. But then as I start, moving my screen about, it has a lot of work to do. And when it has a lot of work to do, then it starts chugging. So for now, we're gonna disable shaders. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be doing ugly Minecraft, which is fine. No, the game looks fine enough. Maybe I could find less demanding shaders to run this on, or maybe I'll adjust the settings. I also want to find out what it looks like. Actually, I'm gonna embiggen and see just how bad the quality the quality gets on YouTube. It seems fine for the brief moment. Hold on. For the brief moment that I have it on screen, it seems fine. How bad does it look when I enable shaders is my question. So does it get all blocky and stuff? Not really. You can still see what's going on. It does. The bitrate does tank a lot, but that also means I don't really have to bother too much with high quality encoding settings, because I think YouTube decimates these anyway on their end. So, presumably, it's not a big deal, not a big problem. We can live with it. Alright, this is a temporary base of operations. We are by no means settling in this little hole. This was meant purely to regain my bearings for the time being. Let's utilize my last iron ingot for a shield, which is something that's absolutely necessary, I feel like. We're gonna find probably a bunch of skeletons. Okay, let's leave the diamond here for now. Current quest would be to recover the thingamajig, as they call it. And by thingamajig, I mean recover my bed, which I left. You know what, that operation is probably better left for morning, because I don't want to run into mobs and die while carrying the bed and then have to walk several thousands of blocks over to actually find it again. So I've got carrots. I've somehow got both carrots and potatoes, which is pretty incredible considering we are in a world with no villages. I guess I got the carrots from a shipwreck, so it's not that incredible. There's still structures, there's just no villages. And if I ever wanted to get villagers, I would have to do it via curing them from zombie villagers. There's no other way. Let's get the boat. Do I have a bucket? I didn't have a bucket. I don't think so. This is probably like ages away, so we are gonna ignore that completely. Pardon, I'm going to close a bunch of those tabs, those pesky tabs. And then check. Okay. Sorry for that. Now, if only I had a bed to sleep in and skip the night, that'd be wonderful. But unfortunately, my bed is all the way down. And there's quite a long way down, so... Well, now, let's continue gathering resources, and I guess accidentally opening up a little passageway here, which, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. It seems useful. Oh, you don't seem useful. That's right. What can you do? Nothing. You cannot do anything, unlike... What I really don't want to have is I don't want to have a creeper come out from the hole in the ceiling, send me to the shadow realm immediately. But, oh. So for a second I thought I maybe found gold, but no, iron. Iron's still good. Preferably I'd also like zinc, because then I can use iron for things that only iron can be used for, and then zinc for effectively everything else. Let's ignore that coal. We have a bunch of coal. We don't need to spend, you know. I am a perfectionist in not in denial was the word. In therapy, maybe. Trying to make sure, you know, I don't become too perfectionist. There we go. We're gonna have indented doors on the outside. Does anybody ever do that? I don't know. I don't think so. But we'll have it. Just cause. There we go. I just thought about how how there's two very different meanings to the phrase just cause. Because it could be a just cause as in a cause that is just, you know, a noble goal. Or it could be just cause as in a shortcut for just because. So, for no reason other than... You know, you probably don't know. For no reason other than I just felt like it. Is how I'd summarize it. Sun's rising? No. If only I had a bed. If only it was possible for me to have a bed. Do we have cobblestone? We do. Let's make more furnaces. Ooh, do we have logs? We do. We can make a smoker and temporarily increase our capacity for smoking food, which is frankly a fairly useless endeavor for me, considering I'm probably about to completely obliterate any need for doing any of that food, but you know what? We'll do it just for this one thing. Why? Because this is walkies. We walk here. It's not about being the most optimal person on the planet. This is about walking and enjoying the process of playing the game. That's right. Minecraft? No, I'm not making it a full-time job. That's right. You know what? We're gonna go sleep in the bed, I've decided. Because that is exciting. And what else is needed if not a little bit of excitement? Let's go. It's the brink of dawn. I don't think I'm gonna be sleeping a lot, but yeah, this is a very cool location. You've got all sorts of tree types. So you've got oak, you've got spruce, you've got dark oak over the hill. You've got acacia. You got birch as well. As you can see, there's a little birch forest. Is that a ruined portal over there? No, that's a hole. Okay, my bed's down there. That's why I left it before I returned up into the cliffside. Whoop. There we go. We can sleep in it. Why not? Hopefully no creeper explodes on me and sends me back several hundreds of blocks. Right. Now, I wouldn't like that cave. That cave's like the most temporary base to ever temporary base. So I'd like a more sophisticated setup. I'm gonna kill you using a boat. Boats are slightly overpowered, you could say, in this version of the game. So I'd like to have my temporary base even, or maybe like the base in a different location to that little tiny cave. Very afraid of creepers suddenly showing up. Ugh. Sends shivers down my spine to think about being transported all the way back. Awful. Now how can a game developer do this to a man? How do you sleep at night, Mojang? After inflicting such brutal punishments on people for, you know, not paying attention for 0.2 seconds. Right. But despite me not wanting to, you know, shuck up there for a bunch of time, we're gonna place the bed there and set the respawn point before I fall off a cliff and injure my left leg, causing me to die in a hospital. Alright. Where do we place the bed? Stupid question. It fits here very clearly. Check this out. I like this skin. I've modified my usual skin a little bit. Currently from wearing a hoodie and a slightly darker shirt to wearing a little coat, because I think it fits Create a little bit more. Because Create's got this steampunk aesthetic going on. Okay, so that like over there, it's stony and kind of ugly. I don't really want to build a house there. Over here now. Whoa! Wait a second. Okay. Pause the recording. Pause the tape. Look at this. How is there so many of you in here? Come on, get in the boat. You two. Now I don't even have to kill them. Theoretically. Because they would suffocate inside of the block. Now you could ask, why? Or why are they stupid enough to do that? And I have no answer to that question. They just are. Look, that guy has gotten in the boat voluntarily. Now he's just suffocating inside of a block. Have you ever seen anything more unfortunate? I could turn this little cave into my first kind of base, home, question mark. This is kind of cool. Okay. I do have a somewhat cheaty feature installed, which I am going to use. I'm disclosing this immediately, that I'm going to use it because it's very, very handy. While cheaty, I don't really mind it. And that feature is free cam. Now, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna use it to... So what I want to do, for example, is I want to see what this looks like from another angle. And that's kind of what FreeCam allows me to do. Allows me to do that and take pictures from angles which would be absolutely just... Well, take pictures, look from angles which would be absolutely impractical to do in-game. So, for example, like, I'd have to build a gigantic 400 block pillar to get to a place. I'd rather actually just free cam that, not build that, take it down, go back, take a look, change one thing, one block, etc, etc, ad nauseum. Let's go down there. Let's see. Ooh. You will perish. I am coming for you. Oh, how does it feel to be cheesed by the very overpowered item in the game? That is the shield. You too. Well, I don't need the shield for that guy, so let's just figuratively. Look at this. I think this little cubby down here is another one, another Enderman. This little cubby down here is actually very, very cool for settling in. We got the big mountain overhead, which we could, fit a bunch of stuff into. And then this might be a good ground zero kind of place to build in. I'm gonna take a little stroll around as well, but this is looking pretty darn good. Now I feel a little bit guilty for leaving that guy a little bit out to dry. There's also a beach here, so we got sand. accessible. I'm hoping he eventually finds his way to this stream, because it's not like I provided a link and now the live chat from that doesn't even exist anymore, so I don't have any good way to communicate, unfortunately. Or he's been in the chat the whole time and YouTube just hasn't shown it to me, which is entirely possible. I would not be surprised. I was about to say, YouTube, do not tell me that I am not live, because that would be rude. Tremendously so. So this is decent, although like the mountain looks like a giant wall from this perspective, which is kind of what puts me off this location. I've been on the other side, not really all that impressive. However, we can check it out. We can take a look. Okay, so this is also a decent little shelf here of flat terrain. That's a lot of mobs, actually. I'm gonna choose a different way to go. Alright. Like this place, cool. Alright, cool. You know, different colors of grass, I meant. This whole thing up there. There's a sandy mountain there. This terrain generation is kind of crazy. They're like very, very tall mountains. Ooh, what's over there? Maybe that's even more interesting than this. Because these these very brown mountains I don't really like. I'd rather have some green around me. Pardon? Drinking some tea to recover a little bit of my throat, which I think AC has had its effect on. Unluckily. There's interesting mountains all around. Not yet found a definitive winner. Is that a floating island? Is that attached to anything? Is that a floating sand island, of all things? Which, especially notable because sand doesn't really float in this game. We will check it out. We'll check it out. And there's still some of the, like, kind of old school terrain generation left. Oh. Hey, somebody showed up on the chart. Hello. You there. I see you. I see you nudging the viewer number to 1. You're real? Question mark? Ooh, this is not too good, but it's decent. A thunderstorm. If I was a speedrunner, I'd be really happy right now. However, this is quite the opposite of a speedrun. This is walkies. You just walk. And we're currently looking for a little bit of a cool location. There's snow as well nearby. This is like I found the cross of all biomes in the game. The only thing missing is like a desert and a mesa, which could be around any corner. And there's plenty of sand around as well. Oh. Yeah, that guy's gonna explode. That is my bad. My bad. Sorry, Mr. Creeper. Sorry. I mean, well, El Bozo, as the kids say. I think is what I was supposed to say. Okay, that's not entirely floating. These two blocks are funny though. These are floating. Oh, this is floating. This is like a whole complete floating island, but it is snowy, which I do not appreciate all that much. So that's the original mountain I found. This is a second mountain with snow on it as well. This really does feel a bit like amplified world generation. I don't even know if create works with amplified. Oh, that could be a thing to try at some point. Create amplified. Because the amplified terrain can get really interesting. Oh look, it's emerald ore. Uh-oh. Promptly ignore. I'm collecting gunpowder. I don't think there's anything in particular that you need gunpowder for. Maybe the potato cannon, which is indeed a thing in Create mod. But I think that uses air pressure, not gunpowder. Uh-oh. I need you to... I need you to perish, buddy. Thank you. A boat! Wonderful. Oh yeah, something I've learned recently is that you can actually craft dispensers using not fully repaired bows. Which I was, for the longest time, I was under the impression you have to have a fully repaired bow in order to craft a dispenser. Apparently you don't, and you also can use a bow that's enchanted. It doesn't change the dispenser in any way, but you can do it. That's like an interesting monument. It's like a snake head, I'd say. There's a bunch of interesting terrain. I got my wish. 2,000, well, why is that? Probably like 3,600 or 700 blocks from spawn. My wish has been granted. We have interesting terrain with plenty to look at. So let's pick a spot. I want it to be the best spot, you know. I want to start in the best, coolest spot of all spots of all time. Also, ambiance very cool here. Just got, you know, got the thunder going on, a little bit of rain, all the good stuff. Ooh, look, overhang, could be cool. Check it out. Let's see. Is this overhang going to be where I settle? You know what? It might just be. This might just be it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. We've got this cool overhang creating like a ceiling over this. We've got this little bit of terrain, and there's even a beehive. This little bit of terrain. It's like perfect to put a little fishing house on. Fishing house right here with a little molo. I don't know if you can say molo in English, if that makes any sense. That might just be a direct copy of a word from another language. Okay. You know what? Let's risk it. Let's take a screenshot, or rather, let's take a little look-see. I'm thinking, yeah, because we can always enhance the shape of this little hillside. We can always enhance it later. We can add blocks, you know, we can chisel it a little bit. This guy's gonna be mad at me. Ah, you can't walk normally. Idiot, moron. Right, let's see. Ooh. This also looks interesting. We got a little hole. Swamp biome, really? I truly have found the intersection of every biome known to man. I was about to say, it would be funny if there was also a jungle nearby. And lo and behold, that's exactly what is over there. Let's check it out. Let's take a walk. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Uh-oh. This is an uncomfortable scenario. We're gonna be heading in this direction. Away from all the skeletons. Go away. Leave me alone. You. I know you're chilling under the tree, but I'd like you to not be in the way. Let's check it out. Let's check out the absolute mod load of... What? Truly, I am truly just missing a mesa and desert. Which, you know, they could show up at any given moment, considering this seems to be a warm climate. Although, it seems to be like a border between a warm and cold climate, because I just saw snow. This is somewhat unspecified. In fact. Yeah, there's pumpkins. Oh, there's another overhang kind of thingy. Oh, there's a canyon. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Cancel that. Screw you. The other guy's, yeah, the other guy's gonna explode. Lucky. I really don't want to run out of axe durability because I don't have the crutch of being able to sprint away from any interaction. So I want to be careful at managing inventory and such, such as to not find myself in a scenario which I can't escape. Okay, this canyon's not bad, but I don't want to build around it. It doesn't look interesting enough. This mountain's got a big slab of land around it, which kind of decreases the, you know, real estate value of this, I'll be honest. It really does. This looks decent though. You know, I'm basically browsing like whatever real estate website exists. I'm browsing the entries on that, try and find out what looks the coolest. This, I don't really want to be in an acacia biome, that's the thing. I'd rather be in a greener... I'd rather look for greener pastures, if you catch my drift. Like, I don't know if there's much to catch if I if I completely spell it out literally. I don't know if there's much of a drift to catch. But regardless. Uh-oh, that's a baby zombie, and he is mad. I hate these little guys. Please? Oh yeah, and a wonderful and lovely combo with a skeleton. Let me walk back. Oh, another one. You missed. Na 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 na. Oh, forget I said anything. There's way too many skeletons here for comfort. There's a creeper as well. Thankfully, oh, another skeleton. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Cancel that. Cancel that. We exit. No, we try to exit. Oh, the zombie villager. Nice. Continue exiting. Cancel, 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 cancel the trip. Cancel my tickets. I'm handing them back. Give me back my money. Thankfully, it's daybreak. So, okay, we're back to this overhang, which looks more like a gate now that I look at it again. I don't think anything's pursuing me. This is, I think, the coolest piece of terrain, but isn't, like, so far, at least. Look. This is, like, too normy, too normal. I want to go back to where my temporary base is. There's always a trick. There's a trick you can do with create, which allows you to basically transport any amount of items. Because you can stack things on top of minecarts to create moving contraptions. You can slap things into chests on those contraptions. And after you do that, you can pick up the whole contraption as one item, which effectively makes for shulker boxes, but somehow even stronger. Because you can slap multiple double chests on top of one contraption and have them all accessible. It's just a little bit harder to access because you have to kind of unpack the contraption, place it down at a specific station that turns it back into blocks. And then once you have that, then you are able to actually take your blocks out. So it's a little bit less convenient for that sort of application, but for basically any other, it's really good. because it allows you to early game take a bunch of inventory with you, which is normally a hassle, and you have to do multiple trips. I think I'm gonna be making use of that fairly soon. Okay, so I'm thinking this place is going to be where I start settling down. Not to go any further, and maybe if I decide to later change my location maybe, or expand, or whatever else I feel like at the particular moment, we might go further up. What is this direction called? I don't even know where to look. North. That is actually north. I was about to say further up north, but then I thought, like, wait, why would that be north? It turns out it is, which is surprising to me because I did not think about the direction before. So I guess 25 chance for me to get that right, and I did. Interesting. All right, so base somewhere over here is current directive, and then we can start engaging with the actual create mod mechanics, and really start actually progressing. This first part was about, you know, walking my way over to a destination and finding some interesting place to start at, and this might just be it. Like, this little flat plane here might just be where I begin. Oh, look, this is like a perfect place to start maybe a mining operation on this little overhang of stone. And you have this whole cliffside here. Ooh, this might be it. This little harbour, I think, might be where we settle. So we have a house by the seaside. Yeah, with a little look at a swamp, I guess, because who doesn't like a little? Who doesn't like a little view of a swamp, right? If I'm gonna play mostly without shaders, if I don't get those to work, I might try and find distant horizons, so we can actually have a view over there instead of, well, that. All right, so probably gonna be starting here, building maybe a little bit of a house, or maybe starting a little bit higher up and then later building a pathway and such down to the sea. Because this flat plane is especially mostly flat anyway, is especially tempting to begin with. Probably fill this with dirt to get a flat plane, and then we have a bunch of space to actually start doing the machinery with, and it also doesn't require me to move quite that far away from my initial location. So, alright, I'm gonna do one more thing before we finish up for tonight, and that is going to be moving the most key part of the house, which is the bed, down there to the new location. I'm presumably building like a little starter shock. Not the greatest pronunciation I've ever done, I'll be honest about it. Okay, nuggets can stay, rotten flesh can stay, book, kelp, sugarcane, lapis, gold, diamond, we take, spruce sapling, we take, this we take. I mean, I guess I'm gonna be coming back here anyway, so regardless. This is just what to take on the first trip. Has the added benefit that I can actually disassemble one of these two chests and take it with me as well and use it to deposit stuff on the bottom. Which actually leaves me with no space to get the bed. There we go. Take a little walk, as the name implies. Very cool. Look at that. Okay, so what's going to be the flat plane for me? Do I do it down there? No, surely this level is going to be the flat level for me. This is just, this is coarse dirt, I think. This is gonna be the level for me. We're gonna... Okay, I think what we are... Well, I think what we're gonna do... I think for starters, like this little cubby might be the perfect place to have a little starter shack built slightly inbuilt into the mountain. So I'm gonna remove a bunch of dirt from here. I'm gonna turn it into a starter shack for our shacking needs. Is this one block higher? I think this is one block higher than I... Yeah, this is the level I want to be on, like, in the future. So I'm gonna remove all this dirt, but first, these blocks. A crafting table, and of absolute utmost importance, have a bed. Could have a bunk bed. I really want to have a bunk bed on this. So a second bed, like, on here, and then I'm gonna make a bunk bed. I don't even care. Give me shears, we are making a bunk bed. It's walkies time. Now, you might be asking, what does walking have to do with a bunk bed? And to that question, if I am to be honest and remain, you know, keep all my integrity, I cannot answer in any other way than absolutely nothing. However, free wall? No. Screw you. Okay, we're gonna retrieve all the other items from there. Okay, let's deposit. Wanna have the... Actually, we don't have to have anything on me, but... So that's mostly... That chest is mostly filled, and I'd like to move all the rest of the things from there, so... Should have taken a... You know what? Hold on. We're gonna take the axe as well, because I have some wooden stuff to disassemble. Oop. That's alright. You know what? I do enjoy this. I think having no sprint, at the very least at the start, it kind of forces me into a different mindset, because I'm usually a guy that likes to optimize and likes to do things as fast as possible if I can. So then not having the ability, not even having the ability to speed up, even if I like really wanted to, I think adds a lot to the atmosphere of the game. Because suddenly, you know, certain things become actual problems and obstacles, like mobs at night. That's a very good incentive for me to actually build pathways and have light around them, etc. Because now, you know, there's mobs. And they can become a problem from what? Wrong block. They can easily be a problem. Okay, do we... So I'm thinking that's the bunk bed, but do I actually... You know what? I think I'm gonna have the bunk bed in a different way than these things. We're gonna move the chest slightly. I have the smoker here, and the two chests like this, and another one. Now we're gonna deposit... Basically, I'm gonna separate... The first item sort is gonna be garbage versus non-garbage. But I didn't have too many garbage items for now, so... Do that information as you will. Oh, you have something for me. Okay. So the most important things go in here. Like gold, zinc, presumably coal. For now coal is of enough importance to go there, in fact. Emeralds, probably not gonna be very useful, but they look expensive, so let's expect them there. Obsidian, absolutely. Any other? Not really. Get me the planks back. Is it night again? It is gonna be night again, but I can sleep now with no problem, so... You know. Okay, we're gonna swap this out with the crafting table. Have a smoker on top of it. Craft chests. 4 more chests, in fact. I need 1 more, for symmetry's sake. And then we can presumably furnace. Isn't perfect, isn't even particularly beautiful, but it'll work. It'll be a starter shack. Your expectations for the starter shack cannot be too high. I urge you to temper your expectations for the starter shack. In fact, how am I gonna solve the furnaces in a way that makes sense? I can build them into walls, but that's kind of awkward. I'm gonna move the bunk bed here, and then that opens up this wall for basically a 6 stack of furnaces in it. And these are the 3. I'm gonna have a smoker. Then basically 1 space is gonna be left open for blast furnaces, which I'd like to have, although I don't know how useful they are gonna be. We'll find out. Probably not much, considering Create's capabilities of insta-smelting entire stacks of items. Okay, now where do I put the crafting table in this setup? Surely here, right? Although it doesn't look great. It's a very functional wall. Not very interesting to look at, if you pardon such a harsh and unfiltered opinion. What could we place there? I don't really have any interesting blocks to fill that last gap with. Which is slightly annoying. You know what? I could just have another crafting table, if you think about it. For now. We'll replace it. I'll replace it with something else. Not even particularly far along down the line. Shears, that's what I wanted all this time. Before I got completely and utterly distracted. There we go. Was that 1 wheel? Thank you. Precisely calculated for my needs. Now, all I'd like is a red flower. Yeah, I know I can dye stuff more efficiently if I do it a different way. However, I don't really care. We can always get more dye, and I'm not sure if I can get flowers. We'll find out. We'll find out. Bone. Bone meal. There we go. Flower delivery. Choo-choo. Here comes the flower plane. Right. Boom, 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 boom. And then boom. Oh, I have to have a supporting block, huh? Oh, I have to have the supporting block at the bottom. It's a little bit tall for a bunk bed. But then again, this is a little bit low for a bunk bed. So I guess we have no choice but to embrace the tall bunk bed. Now, trapdoors. I'd like spruce trapdoors. Do I still have any spruce wood? I do. Now, does this have to be functional? No. No, not in the slightest. Of course. So, creative liberties might be taken in the interpretation of this. I'm gonna make more spruce. Does this look like a bunk bed? Well, perhaps. Perhaps not much. Perhaps not enough. Perhaps it will be enough for now. And maybe later down the line we invent a better way to make a bunk bed. Now let's unionize this back wall into unify, not unionize. Yeah, I think when I'm starting to say unionize instead of unify, it's probably about time to go to bed. That's fine though. We signed up for this, and we are going to continue. Okay, so I'm thinking a slab roof would work fine, and for now it's going to be a cobblestone slab roof. I'm gonna place slabs like this, because if they are like this, then it doesn't collide and conflict with the bed. Now this leaves quite a lot of room for experimentation still. So we could, for example, cover this like that, then have a stair, and then have a slab, and that kind of slants the roof a little bit. A little bit, granted, that's a little bit. But we can do this, maybe. Skeleton. A rude individual, I will beat you up. You missed. Awful performance. I rate you 0 out of 10. You're dismissed, discharged, never come back here again. We do not care. No, we do not care what your reason was. We don't want to hear any excuses. It's a bad shot, terrible shot even. Maybe the worst shot I've ever seen taken. Do not, and I repeat, do not try it again. Okay, let's see. What's the... Well, I can't place it like this. I think if I try this... There we go. I've got another mod that enables Tweakaroo, enables if I hold down a button. It works. I was watching this on my TV, but I couldn't chat, so I came on my phone. Hello, welcome back to the land of the chatting. As you can see, I'm creating a very beautiful starter shack with all of my... Utilizing all of my building prowess, I have created this magnificent piece of work that, you know, it exists. We can say that. Now, I'm slightly afraid that if I use trapdoors and place the trapdoors here, which would, you know, support the bed and make for this like decent shape, slightly afraid this actually breaks the respawning algorithm. So we're gonna quickly head on over to my favorite world, which is data pack test, and we're gonna check to make sure this kind of configuration functions as advertised. Oop. And now spruce trapdoor. To be fine, to be fair, mine would have been worse. I don't know. I cannot comment. I cannot comment. All right, now we need to switch to survival, and I'm gonna cook myself really quickly. Let's see. You know, I could have just typed /kill, but it works. Wonderful. Right, we can use it with no fear whatsoever. There we go. This is good. This is good. I didn't check if I can respawn on the top bed, so I'm just not gonna use it. That's the plan, at least, for now. Let's add a little bit more to this, because we need this to be a sensible kind of roof. Boop. Wonderful. Now just add walls So the front wall, the side walls, the floor. I ran out of shovel juice. Hold on. We require more shovel juice. Do I have saplings, perhaps, by any chance? I had them. There we go. These are saplings. Deploying saplings. Not here. We are working on it. It's alright. Sorry. Wait, I was supposed to make a shovel. Entirely forgot. Got distracted by something else. Already forgot what that something else was, so now I'm just in a permanent loop of trying to remember the last thing I was trying to remember. Alright, let's get this done. Oh, this looks bad. Wow, why did this is this a top slab or is this a bottom slab? Cobblestone slab. This is a top slab. So there's half a block until a full block. So I do need one more cobble slab to finish the job of a yobba. Alright. Boop. There we go. That's a full ceiling. Now does it look beautiful? Not really. But it is a ceiling. I have to say it is a ceiling. This probably shouldn't be like that. This should probably be a stair, but I am out of stairs, so temporarily we're gonna replace that with a slab and then forget it ever happened. Ooh, this is gonna be a problem. This is not gonna be a problem, never mind. This is gonna be a problem. Because I put a block there for it to look nice. It's not going to look nice from another side, and also I run out of spruce. We have a little bit of bone meal, which we could use to obtain more spruce. There's also a spruce tree over there. I want to grow a big spruce right now. A big spruce. Okay, that's enough spruce, right? And then we hopefully generate a tree with 4 bone meal. We didn't have more bone meal. There we go. I just need a quick little source of spruce. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine to utilize bones like this. I kill enough skeletons. I'll figure it out. Can you compost leaves? I'm not even sure. I think you might be able to. Let's sleep. There we go. Beautiful. And return to spruce. Boop. Now we remove this wall. Don't need to remove that, actually. What? We don't need that. We can have spruce. I'm thinking I'm gonna spruce up. Haha, get it. I'm gonna spruce it up a little bit. The building. Might add a window, maybe here. This would be a good place for a window. The roof might need some work. Yeah, because now we have these two stupid little things sticking out. I think we're gonna have to ditch the stairs approach and just use slabs. So then on top of this would be a slab, and on top of this would be a slab, unless we kind of do the size of the roof a slab above the rest. Now this looks a little awkward, but isn't that just because look, this doesn't look too bad. Now just probably need to fix the slope of this. So use this as a second slope, right? Boop. Okay, second slab. Then yeah, skip entirely on this. Slab, and then a full block up here. And this way we actually only use slabs and full blocks. We don't actually use stairs, which introduce all sorts of problems. All the slabs we use are actually top slabs, which further helps. I mean, bottom slabs, not top slabs, because top slabs are here, and that's exactly what caused the problem in the first place. You can have slabs like this. And for completeness sake, why not? Okay, that's a decent roof. We could replace a wall with like a waterfall falling down this roof, but it wouldn't look quite as good because water doesn't exactly respect slabs like this. So we can hopefully just imagine how cool that would be if it worked, and then leave it at that. No, the third one doesn't fit in here at all. Let's add the front wall. Does this look... No, this doesn't look great. However, what it does do is it does look like a starter shack, and that's all I am requiring this to look like. Now, it would be great to have like a triple entrance here, but for this to actually be secure from mobs, I would have to somehow, you know... Did I run out of spruce again? You know what? Look at that. Right when I needed it the most, the spruce has appeared. Taking that for the leaves. Did you know you can break leaves faster by using a hoe? This is your today's Minecraft tip of the day. Ain't it exciting to know that you can do that? Okay, so either I do this, and I have a door in the middle, which I'm gonna craft anyway. And then these are like windows, which is kind of awful because I actually like not being shot by skeletons all the time. And I'm thinking the door would look nicer from this if it was indented like this. So I'd need glass. But I'm thinking it would look better if I had the window on the corner there, and then just have this be a thing. And then we can have a seat, because Create Mod has seats. Wait. Control O to show this. There's a seat. So you can have a seat. And how do you craft one? I don't remember. A slab and a block of wool. I don't have a block of wool, but I have a slab. Or at least I can make a slab. So yeah, this is gonna be like our little window. Hi there. I have a sand block. I don't have sand blocks. Most definitely I don't have sand blocks. Because I would like a couple to make what can only be described as a window. And the reason why it can only be described as a window is probably because it is a window. And so would be inappropriate to describe it in any other way. This looks a little boring and flat. But I'm thinking I have a remedy for that in a little bit. Like, you know, decorating a starter shack, you might think excessive display of wealth, pride, maybe. But I'll stick by it, because I want. Now, thankfully, later with Create, we actually don't have to dig for sand. We can grind down cobblestone into gravel, and from gravel we can also grind down gravel into sand. It's rather nice that way. Boop. Okay. Now let's schedule 8 of these in the furnace. None of these has coal, right? Yeah. That's alright. Okay, let the glass smelt, and so my remedy for how flat this looks is something like on the top there's not really much I can do that would look nice, because this certainly doesn't look nice. Maybe a slab could look nice, a lower slab, a slightly overhang roof. We can try that. You know what, this is probably a winner, I just need one more slab. There we go. Or we could actually expand it by 2 blocks and then expand the walls by 1. Which would require even more slabs, but we can spare some. Fine. Okay, so look, have this, have that, not like that, but close, close. And then move this wall ahead by 1 block, which leaves us with a slightly more interior space. And also a probably better looking window. Now there's a problem. The problem is kind of here. But I think we can live with that being 1 block different. Alright. That was shocking to me. As you probably can tell from my tone of voice. Little too sleepy to react to that properly, so maybe if I remember correctly I will... Oh, actually that helps, because I wanted to remove that anyway. Now what doesn't help is my 2 trapdoors being gone, thanks. Very rude. Yeah, we need to close this up properly if I explode again. Now this is a problem, actually. This is a problem, because how am I supposed to have a proper roof? I'd have to have this be a cobble block. Like a full-on cobble block. Which doesn't look great. And breaks the whole design. No, it can't be like this. I should have started with the walls. Only moved on from to the roof after the walls are done. Okay, these are gonna be the walls. That's how it's gonna go. And then we can have this. And we can even have a double door here, which would look nicer. Which is, I think, what I'm gonna do. How's a spruce log look as the entranceway? Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Alright. I sure hope no creeper shows up behind me and explodes me again. That also could have easily been a disaster if they sent me back to spawn. Okay. That and this. Not bad. Not bad. We're gonna sleep. Can't exactly stop mobs from spawning like this because there's a bunch of dark places around, but okay, do we full block or do we... I think glass pane is like the obvious choice here. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better than full blocks would have. And deposit these. Okay, some planks. Wonderful. We have done it, kind of. It is a starter shack, looks god-awful, I'll be honest. But, or we can slightly adjust it to make it look slightly less god-awful. I kind of like this overhang though, so the overhang I think stays. It's just probably not that set of things on the top. Although from a bit further away, it probably isn't even noticeable. Okay, seal it up. That's looking respectable, I think. That's looking fairly respectable. I'll remove it slightly so you can actually see the full house. Now this is looking a little flat. I'm thinking overhang all the way around. A little expensive, but this basically needs to be covered with slabs. The rest of it doesn't necessarily. Well, the wall would be nice for the wall to be covered with slabs, but... Build it into the terrain a little bit. Okay, and this is the roof directly. I'm gonna have to go looking for iron at this rate. How about we just do a classic roof, just expand slab at a time, slab at a time. It's like a classic square kind of roof design. So I can replace those. Now that third one doesn't look good. I think that is easily established. There's gonna be like a table next to the thing, and then a seat on this block. That's I think my plan for the that. If you excuse the horrible treatment of the language I've just exhibited. And then a 3, and then 1 slab on top. This roof is basic, does the job, and should be compatible with most things. Although I should probably do it like an envelope shape. I think they are called envelope roofs, where it's not quite, you know, a square, but it's at a rectangle, so one side of the square is kind of, one side of a little pyramid, that shape that gets created is actually elongated. You kind of see how it's going, right? I think this is gonna look good. Gotta get more cobble though. Thankfully, there's a giant place made out, like, the entire place is made out of cobble. We shouldn't be having too hard a time finding cobble. I don't know. I really truly do not know where I'll get cobble from. It's a mystery. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out next time. Question mark. I wonder just how much I'll regret this tomorrow. Because I might wake up with an awfully sore throat and also really tired. But I was really in the mood to play some Minecraft, so decided against my better judgment to actually stick by it. Nice, now I have 18 2 slabs. Wonderful. And then this wall, we kind of take it apart, but not fully. Ooh, we could also overhang it. Okay, yeah, I'm rebuilding this a little bit, a tiny bit. Because I just had a better idea. This is gonna look much better on this, I'm fairly certain. Make the front look a lot more interesting. Just gotta take down these slabs. It's not gonna feel as like overwhelming on the front. You see where this is going? This is the plan. This is the plan. This is how we do it, and then we just invent something on top. Now, granted, you know, the fact that this isn't symmetrical, it's kind of bad with the recent developments in the case. The single door looks a little boring. We can have another window on this side as well and make it maybe a little bit smaller than that, because there's chests to worry about as well on this side. But I'm down to have like a little curved window. Deploy that. Pretty good, pretty good. Fairly generic, but we've established we don't really care about looking generic. Okay, now I could have spruce logs, maybe. Like that. The only problem is... that's not a problem. We can easily have just cobble there. So cobble. Cobble. Maybe actually just have, like, this entire road just be cobble. And then maybe something like this, and then cobble slab on top. Doesn't look great. I would have to, I think, have all of this be spruce logs, and then it would conflict with the bottom, so just cobble. This looks really janky. I think it's missing spruce slabs. I think I'm putting way too much effort into starter shack, but you know what? If it's my house, I want my house to be nice, damn it. Doesn't look great. It's really hard to make builds look interesting and natural at the same time. We could have a we could add more trapdoors when in doubt. We could have this. It makes the house a little bulky on the top side, but it seems like it's better than not having anything. Let's chop down another spruce. I'm paranoid. Anytime, any moment, anywhere, a creeper could show up and ruin the entirety of the fun. No, not the entirety, just slightly inconvenience me, but you know what, hyperbole, etc, etc, I get it. Does this look any better? I think so. I think this looks better because it's less flat. And there's a little bit of a separation between. Yeah, I think this looks decent. Maybe stairs could be used as well. Like this. And then this instead. It's kind of getting there, I think, because a little bit of smoothing goes a long way. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. Effectively compensating for the lack of vertical slabs in this game, which I do wonder if one day they'll add them. Seems like a feature they would add nowadays. vertical slabs. Can you imagine such a violation fundamentally of what Minecraft is? Such as a vertical slab. Unbelievable. Okay, I run out of stairs. I did not. Could have it be like this. So like we are effectively introducing rounded corners into the house. I don't think it looks too bad. I realize that might sound very optimistic, but I think it looks better, question mark? I mean, definitely looks better. Does it look good? Less sure about whether it looks good or not. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Right, we've sealed all of this. Okay, we've sealed the entire house. And what it'll do? It'll do for the starter shack. It'll be fine. We'll have it work functionally. Perfectly fine. Collect the saplings. Alright, I really need to go to bed. So we're gonna be hopping off in a hot second. Just there's a little hole there. We filled. And once we do that, I'm gonna okay, now how do I do that? I think I do this, replace this with a stair. And then have these be out of stairs. These side be stairs, and then rotate this to be like that. Remove slab, replace it with a stair. Now that looks like that makes the bunk bed look a little bit bad. Because it's a lot. It feels like there's less space. Could have more stairs on this end. No, I think that's fine how it was. Shouldn't overcomplicate it. My nuggets. We can transform this into a torch. Not a torch, a lantern. The alternative to torches. Oh, I can't have it on that block. It'll have to be a full... Can make it a full block. You know what? That's not too bad. And now all that remains is a cozy floor. Could be also spruce planks, but that feels a little bad. A different color of plank would go a long way. Do I have oak? I don't have much oak. I have a little bit of oak. I feel like this feels pretty cozy. Which was the main goal. Okay, hit the dirt. And then grab some oak. Full logs would be nice on the floor. This kind of thing, just have a wooden floor like this. You know what, that's what I'm doing. I don't care if it takes a bunch of time to get more logs. That's gonna be maximum comfy. And so, for the sake of maximum comfy, we're gonna chop down a couple of trees. And get it done, damn it! And then I'm gonna get into bed, damn it. And then I'm gonna sleep. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm really running low on wood. But I like this shack a lot. So, you know what? We figured it out. How many logs am I left with? Yep, I think this is the correct choice for the floor. It's a little bit of additional texture as well. So I need 8. No, that's 4. So 8 total. Eight more logs needed. Let's get them. And no, they can't be spruce because spruce is darker and doesn't quite fit. Boop. No, replant the trees so I don't have to wander too far out. That's gonna be 3, no 4. Okay, so this gets me halfway there already, and then this tree is kind of nice. I'm gonna leave it. That tree is stupid and boring and nobody cares, so I'm gonna get that one. Sorry to all the fans of that particular tree. Realize this might not be the most pleasant news to hear, but truly nobody cares about this tree and I will chop it down. Yes, it is 4 blocks, which puts me over the threshold, guys. We are gonna do it. Kaboom. Plant. Isn't it interesting that apples drop from oak trees? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that is a little bit weird? Peculiar even. This looks great. Ooh, a fence, a fence, a fence. Look, a spruce fence. And then a spruce pressure plate, which I already want to make anyway. Yeah, a little table. This doesn't look great. So instead, it's like a windowsill, but it's very, very wide. What can I do with this? Yes, this is the missing block on the bottom. This makes sense. It fits. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Then we could have you. Soldier boy, tell them. Boom. And then boom. Sure, we'll take it. Would look better with lanterns, but we can get lanterns later. Alright. I think we did it. I think we figured it out. I think we have a starter shack worth living in. Let's deposit. You know what? This is gonna be the dedicated wood chest. So we'll deposit all the wooden stuff in here. Just to keep organized. Oops. Bone doesn't count, obviously. And then this is for mob stuff. So like leather as well, go into mob stuff. Gunpowder, sure. Spider eyes, sure. Egg, maybe. Leather, spider eye, egg. Not poppy, although they drops from a mob, but whatever. Like this. Torches can go in the useful stuff chest, or gonna organize the inventory a little bit. Gunpowder in here, bone meal in here. This is like the garbage chest, so dump all the rest of it in there. Can repair the axe. Anything in here that should be taken into one of the other chests? Flint and steel there. Glass, I guess, is important for now. Food. Food's important. None of the rest of it is really all that important. This goes in the wood chest as well. Boop. And then boop. And then boop. Boop. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think we nailed it. I think we got all that was needed. Oh, that's gonna look cool with shaders. Hold on. And generally, this place looks very cozy with shaders. Wooden floor. Maybe we'll add a little bit of a carpet next to the bed as well. That would be interesting to do. And that's where the sun sets, right? That's, yeah, because that's all the west. And then, well, we don't really get much of a view from there, but whatever. This looks nice. All right. Beautiful and wonderful, in fact. We have done it. We have created a starter shack. We are ready to begin. We have found a location, most importantly. Waffled on. Yeah. All right. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much for showing up to Walkies episode, I guess, 1 and 2. We'll see if I continue it. I hope. Maybe it'll happen. It's possible. Stay tuned. Bye. Bye.